Okay, everybody. Right, just getting this screen going correctly. Let's turn the webcam on. Okay, now the webcam's on, now you can see me. Brilliant. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Right, my name is Clifford Williams, and welcome to the webinar. Webinar is all about how to set up a profitable Coinbase account. Now, obviously, you're doing cryptocurrency because you want to make money, whether it's in the short term or in the long term. Personally, I think cryptocurrencies are a better investment for long term. When I say long term, I'm talking about, let's bring the chair closer, I'm talking about maybe 2 to 5 to 10 years. The reason I say that is because if you're not investing for long term, and when I say long term, obviously I've stated already how long I mean, but if you're looking to buy cryptocurrencies on one day and sell them the next day or a few days later or a few weeks later or maybe even a couple of months later, you're basically doing what's called trading. Trading is a very, very volatile business that you need to have studied in depth. There's loads of websites you can go and visit if you want to learn how to do trading. However, the strategy I'm teaching you is mostly around longer term investing. Okay, as I said, you're looking 2 years plus. That's my thought on it. Yeah. You know, a lot of people like to say about all this, this disclaimer, this is not trading advice. Okay, well, if a man's talking to you about money and he's telling you what to do, guess what? It's advice. Yeah. But don't bother trying to sue me because I'm not really into that. Okay, I'm just sharing my thoughts and my experiences. Okay. All right, so let's crack on. So as I said, this webinar is all about how I open a profitable account using Coinbase. Right, you'll have to bear with me a little bit here. Yeah? It's the first time I've done a webinar in this style. So, right, what I'm going to do is bear with me. I'm going to close the curtains because I see there's a lot of like reflection on my glasses. Yeah, so let me just close the curtains here. Hopefully, it won't be too dark. Just bear with me a little bit. One moment. I think it's just one curtain that I need to kind of cover. Oh, hopefully it won't go too dark in the room. Sorry about this. And now I'm about to come clear and you're getting this for free. Okay. Right, so here we go. That's a bit better, I think. Okay, now it's making funny patterns on my glasses. Okay. All right. Okay, if I lean forward a little bit, maybe that's not so bad. You know what? It's been the glasses for now. Right, okay. So, as we said, just once more for the title, I'll read it exactly as it is. How to create a profitable Coinbase account. Yeah, so that's what we're here to do today. We should only be on here for about an hour. Yeah, you can enter some questions or comments in the chat. I'm using a laptop and the chat appears on my computer. It appears on the right hand side. I don't know whether you're using a computer, laptop or a phone, but on my computer, it's on the left hand side if you need to enter any messages into there. Now, quick point. This webinar is pre-recorded, yeah? Time right now is about 39 p.m. in the afternoon over here in sunny Ghana, West Africa. That's where I am right now. So I don't know, well, if you're watching this, it's probably going to be about 8:30 for most of you in the UK. I don't know what the time is for the rest of you around the world. Or maybe you're watching this at a later date. So, okay. Now, it will be for about an hour. And as I said, you can enter some comments and chats into the chat box onto the right-hand side. When this airs live for the first time, I'm going to attempt to be online. The reason this is being recorded is because sometimes over here in Ghana, the internet or the electric switch is off. So I thought, best bet, is to record it first, so when you guys come on, it's already available and I don't have to be worried about it switching off midway through the webinar. Okay, right, so okay, let's get started. Right, so we've covered basically what this webinar is about, yeah? How to open a profitable Coinbase account. The reason I've done this video is because I noticed something, yeah? I've been trading cryptocurrencies and been investing in cryptocurrencies for about 4 years now, or just under 4 years, yeah, a few months shy of 4 years. And I've noticed something. A lot of people, they get into cryptocurrency and they think, yeah, they're going to make a lot of money in a short space of time. And what I've noticed is that it doesn't work. Yes, it doesn't work quite like that unless you know how to trade. Yeah. And when I say know how to trade, I'm talking about not necessarily having a trading background in cryptocurrencies, but unless you've got a trading background, you know, you've done a lot of study in trading on in cryptocurrencies, or you've got a background, a solid background, i.e. you make money consistently and not just like win money 1 out of every 10 trades you place. That's not consistent. That means you don't know how to trade. Yeah. So if you're making money consistently using stocks or commodities or even Forex or cryptocurrencies, then you know how to trade. And a lot of people, including myself, have lost a lot of money and I won't continue to lose a lot of money, but some people will continue to lose a lot of money because they think they know how to trade. Trust me, unless you are making money, at least let's say your trading success rate is about 80% wins, where you're winning 8 out of every 10 trades and you're in profit, you don't know how to trade. Yeah, like some people, for example, they might say, yeah, oh, I win 9 out of 10 trades. But let's do the mathematics on that real quick. If you, let's say you've placed 10 trades, yeah? Now, 9 of those trades have been for, let's say, £1 each. And on each of those trades, you've made maybe £2 or £3. So you might have made £27. But on that one trade where you lost 80 quid, yeah, that's not profitable because you're down £53. So even though you might have won 9 out of 10 trades, that last trade you made that lost you £80 put you into minus £53 loss. Okay, so that's why I keep saying to people, you know what? Unless you know how to trade, forget about buying and selling cryptocurrencies. Just buy them and hold them. Yeah, that's my simple strategy. Quite simple. Buy them, hold them. But we'll get into that further in a little while. Yeah, I've got a little list of things to talk about if you keep on seeing me looking over that way. Right, so that's basically what the webinar is about. Yeah. Okay, who am I? Obviously, you're listening to me. I've gained your interest somehow, so I might as well explain who I am, right? Okay, my name's Clifford Williams. I'm 49 years old. I'm nearly 50. Yeah, I'm 50 in a few months' time. Right, big old grey beard going on and all that. Yeah, right. So I'm nearly 50 years old. I would say I started my financial journey when my tricky one. Okay, I've generally always been interested in money. You know, like you are. When you start getting pocket money, you start realizing, hold on a minute, there's something about this money. I can buy stuff, sweets, etc. Yeah, and then obviously as you get older, you start realizing money's not just for buying sweets. It ain't. It really ain't. Yeah, and then you become an adult, you become a parent, and then you start wanting things. You start needing things. You have children. You start realizing, hold on a minute, I've got to now be responsible for these little people running around my ankles, right? That I need a support. And I think I started really taking my financial life a lot more seriously when my daughter was born in the year 2000. Hi, Cairo, if you're watching, right? And hi, Kaya too, right? And basically, yeah, I had to really start looking at my finances. It's funny because when you start looking at your finances, yeah, you think, yeah, I've got money, right? Because you look at your job, or you look at what you got in the bank, or you look at what's in your pocket. But what you're not realizing is that amount of money you've got, or the things you own, are they generating money, or are they costing you money? Obviously, money's not going to cost you money, but in a way, it kind of does when you start to look at things like exchange rates and how, like, for example, the pound is doing. Is the pound's value going up or is the pound's value going down? As where many of us are aware, the fiat currencies, fiat, F-I-A-T, meaning currency owned or created by governments, the general value around the world is going down. And this is why cryptocurrencies are so important. This is why they're making such a big splash all over the place. They really are big news because people, especially governments, have realized their money doesn't really have any value, not any real value. Here's a little thing to do, quick exercise, yeah? And spend a minute, just literally a minute doing this, right? If you can quickly find a pound note, not a £1 note, any type of pound note, whether it's a £5 note, whether it's a £10 note, a £20 note, or a £50 note, any type of note. Yeah, I don't know if it works on the dollar. I think the dollar says something like "In God We Trust," but I don't know. Or any other currency, I'm not sure. But with the pounds, if you have a look on pull out any type of pound note, and it will show you, there's a little bit of script on there, a little bit of text, and it says, it's at the top, yeah? It's always been there for as long as you've been around. This little bit of text has always been there. And it says, I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £5, £10, £20 or £50. Not a lot of people question what that means. Think about this. You're the one, so the curtain's kind of now blowing in, right? Let me just sort that out real quick. A little bit. Okay, so you're the one holding the money, yeah? You're the one holding the 5, 10, 20, £50 note. So how can someone say to you, I promise to pay the bearer the sum of £10? But you're the one holding the £10 in your hand. So how can someone promise to pay you? Okay, now, if you look at another section of that pound note, whatever the value, they're all the same in this respect. There's also a signature from a person called the chief cashier. Yeah. Now, basically, I'll quickly explain the science of these pound notes. These pound notes are what's called promissory notes. Yeah, that's why it says on there, I promise to pay the bearer the sum of. But, you know, now obviously now you're thinking, well, how can you pay me if I'm the one holding the note? So a quick explanation of that is because that note is issued by the Bank of England, as it blatantly says across the top. The notes are issued, printed, created, issued by the Bank of England. What the Bank of England is supposed to be able to do is they're supposed to, when you walk into the Bank of England and demand the sum of £5, £10, £20, £50, the sum that they're supposed to pay you in is gold. I'm pretty sure it's gold. I don't know if that includes sterling silver, but let's stick to gold for now, because I know gold is one of the currencies, because it does say gold, or we do know that the Bank of England holds huge reserves of gold bars. Yeah. Now that's what the currency, the pound, is supposed to be backed by, in the sense that you're supposed to be able to walk into there and say, here's my £10, give me £10 worth of gold. Here's the problem. They have been printing so much of this paper money that there isn't enough gold in their stores, in their vaults, for them to pay everybody the sum of that amount that it states on the note. So if there was what's called a run on the bank, a run on the bank is basically if everybody turns up with their paper money all at the same time, demanding that they exchange that paper money for gold. Another expression for another definition of a run on the bank is if everybody went to the Halifax or Barclays or Santander or Lloyd's or any of the others, and if everybody said, right, you know what, we want our money, please can we have our money? You know, it's just, we just fancy going out and spending it today. But if everybody did that at the same time, there would be a major problem, because they would not have the funds in that particular branch to be able to pay everybody. Now, if all of the bank's customers went to all the different branches around the country, and everyone did that on the same day, the banks would literally go bankrupt. They would not have enough to pay everybody that amount, at least on that day or immediately. They'd have to basically call in a lot of their assets. I'm not going to go into that too deep because I'm not an expert on that. Yeah, I'm just sharing my thoughts. If you ever hear, if I say anything that's incorrect, or you do some research and find out that I was wrong, please let us know, and I can correct it in later videos. Now, as we're saying, the Bank of England does not hold enough gold in its stores or in its vaults in order to pay people, to pay everybody if everybody turned up with their notes at the same time, demanding, as it says on the note, I promise to pay the bearer on demand. You are the bearer. You're the one with the holding the note in your hand. And if you turned up at the Bank of England and demanded, in a nice way, that me want me gold, they'd possibly be able to service you if they still issue the gold. I don't even know if they issue the gold anymore. But then again, legally, I'm thinking, well, how can you sign a note, a promissory note? How can the chief cashier of the Bank of England sign? Look at your 5, 10, 20, 50 pound note. It's got his signature stating, I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of. So according to that, that's a legally binding contract, a legally binding written agreement that states they will pay you in gold. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing now. As I said, they would not be able to pay everybody because there's not enough gold in circulation. They haven't got enough gold to pay everybody for the amount of notes they've got in circulation. Simple as that. That's why the governments around the world, including the UK, including America, they're all now switching to digital currencies. It basically removes the gold from the equation. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to get too much into what cryptocurrencies are backed by. I'll explain it briefly, but I'm not going to get into it too deeply because it is quite a complicated subject. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a quick look at what's next. As I said, yeah. Who am I? So as I said, my name is Clifford Williams. I'm basically an IT, call me an IT engineer or an IT consultant. I've been doing IT for approximately, my gosh, since about 1996. So we're talking about 24 years. In fact, we can even go a bit further than that. We can even probably say about 1994, 95. Yeah, that's how long I've been doing IT, which is, yeah, quite a while, up to about 27 years or so. Anyway, right. So I now live out in Ghana. And one of the things I've been doing over the years is spending a lot of time investigating money, how it works, why it works, does it work? And where's that last question sounds a bit odd, but does money work? And we're starting to find out that the way the banks and the governments have got money set up, it doesn't work. The way they've got it set up does not work. How do we know that? If it was working, why do you have to keep on injecting money into your economy? Because you should have it set up in such a way that the economy is able to sustain itself. You should have your society set up within your country so that it's able to grow. But every now and again, they have to keep on doing these massive injections of cash. One of the ones I noticed recently, like I've kind of been following this for a few years. I'm not going to get too in deep, but I will share like some findings with you. A few years ago, the British Navy, hello, our naval friends out there, you know who you are. Right, a few years ago, the British Navy spent approximately £7 billion on 2 Navy warships. Yeah, Britain's not really at war on the sea, but anyway, that's what they spent. But at the same time, Britain's talking about austerity. I don't know if you've ever looked into what the word austerity means. It's basically the government saying we're going to cut back on spending, but you can spend £7 billion pound 2 warship. Really? Okay, so that doesn't make sense. But at the same time, you've got £7 billion to spend on 2 warships, right? But at the same time, you've got people in the UK that have got jobs, yeah, proper jobs. They're like honest, decent citizens of Britain, and they're having to go to work, and after work, they're having to go to a food bank. A food bank is where you go when you ain't got no money. So what have you done? You've got people, and some of these people are nurses. Imagine that a profession like nursing where these people have to go and work, and they're working, you know, they're civil servants. They work on behalf of the country, you know, obviously doing a great job. And then they have to go to a food bank. That shows that your economy is a little bit messed up. Yeah. Right. So now, with all that said, there's definitely problems. We can definitely 100% see the problems. So there's obviously something wrong when you've got society is functioning the way it does. And here's another thing as well. It's a bit of a biggie to me. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have made a lot of people very, very wealthy over the last few years. I know, and I'm fully aware that investing in Bitcoin, it's a gamble. But let's look at this. Over the last few years, more and more very big name banks, Santander, not just banks or financial institutions, let's say, let's broaden it a little bit. Visa, JP Morgan, I don't know too many of the others, but a lot of big financial organizations who deal in not just millions, but these organizations deal in billions. Now, they're now investing hugely in Bitcoin. Now, if you think about it, Britain for the last 4 years hasn't really said too much that's positive about cryptocurrencies. In fact, when I started back in about 2017, everyone, you know, most of the government, the information that was coming from the government or from the press, which is obviously, as we know, they've got a certain amount of allegiance to the government. They were, or political parties at least, they were stating that, you know, don't get involved in cryptocurrencies. We're not protecting anyone if they get involved in cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies is an unregulated industry. Be careful, you're going to get conned, you're going to get scammed. Fair enough. But since then, cryptocurrencies have established themselves very, very well. Here's my point. Right, you know this, yeah? You're the government, you know this, and yet you have not promoted any education to help people learn about cryptocurrencies. At least not that I'm aware of. If anyone out there knows of any, please put it in the chat. I'm not aware of any government institution or organization or educational facility. Okay, I might be wrong now. I don't know about all the colleges and universities, but on a government level, yeah, why are there not basic courses on or well publicized basic courses on where people can go and learn about cryptocurrencies so that people don't get scammed, because people are getting involved in it, whether the government's liking it or not, even to the extent, yeah, where I saw an article the other day that was stating that banks are now blocking people from withdrawing to the cryptocurrency exchanges. And I kind of chuckled at that for the simple reason being, a few months ago, I'm laughing, right, because I've never done this before. I'm just looking at myself, right? Yeah, I laughed because I said a few months ago that the banks have got a bit of a problem, because I personally, and this will involve quite a few of you watching now, I know a lot of people, a lot of individuals that every time they get some money, yeah, where is that money after they've spent their money, spent some money on their mortgage, their rent, their food, and all the necessities that they need for the month and what have you, that money's just sitting in the bank. That money ain't sitting in the bank no more. That money is going China and going Hong Kong, yeah, to come. Well, some of it's obviously staying in the UK, but I'm talking about the fact that the money is now going to the cryptocurrency exchanges. It ain't sitting in people's bank idly anymore, earning 0.05%. It's not doing that anymore. What's now happening is that money is now earning anything up to anything up to like 105% per year on cryptocurrency exchanges. I'm laughing because that's one of the cryptocurrencies I invested in. I saw this cryptocurrency. It's called, I'll just tell you the name. It's called Hydra, and I got it from an exchange called KuCoin. I'll type the name up in here. I'll put the link up so you can see it yourselves. KuCoin.com, and the name of the coin, name of the I call it a coin or a token, is Hydra. There you go. It's up in the chat now. So what happened was I saw it online. I read a little bit about it. Never get involved in anything to do with crypto unless you've done your research. Even though I'm telling you the stuff today, please don't just accept what I'm saying and go and spend money and get involved in it, because I don't want to be to blame for things that you've got involved in on my suggestion or my opinion, and you've lost money or you've got yourself in some kind of trouble. Please conduct your own research and only do it based on you being happy with what you have found out about it. Yeah, don't just do it based on what I'm saying. That should pretty much go for everything in life nowadays, really. Check out everything people say, and it doesn't matter who it is. Make sure they know what the heck they're talking about, or if you're not sure, you go and do your research. So it's nowadays, it's a must. It's an absolute must. So yes, that's what's happening. People are now taking their money as soon as they get paid their wages. They go and spend and buy the necessities, spend it on the necessities. Next thing they do, they don't leave it in the bank. Well, a lot of people, and a growing number of people, they don't just leave it in the bank anymore. What they do is they go and invest it in cryptocurrencies. And what that means for the UK is that money's getting exported out of the UK, because it's going to some of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, such as Binance. Coinbase is one of the largest, and that's, as far as I'm aware, Coinbase is based in, one of their offices is in the UK, but they've also got offices in America. So bottom line is, a lot of that money is that used to sit in UK banks. It's not sitting there no more. It's going overseas. Just going to do a quick screen share with you. Let's bring it up. Right. Okay. Okay. Here we go with the screen share. Woohoo! Doing a screen share. Okay. So, what was I looking for? Okay. Let's look at one of the exchanges. This one's called Binance.com. Reason I'm bringing this up is just so you can see the address. Yeah. Binance.com is one of the largest exchanges in the world. Hopefully my computer will operate at a decent speed along with my internet. Let's just get rid of that so it's out of the way. Yeah, here we go. This one's called Binance. Yeah, all we're looking for is the address. That's all we're looking for. Have they got their address on here somewhere? All we need to know is basically where they're based. Right. Okay. Let's see their abouts. And it's funny because I always tell people, one of the things to research when you research a company, make sure they put their website, their physical address on the website. It doesn't matter so much in the case of Binance. They're a huge company. But what we can do, we can just Google it real quick. Binance location. Binance. Let's try Binance. Binance location. Okay. There we go. Their headquarters, according to this, as of April 2021, Binance is, or was the largest, well, was, okay, that's April, a few months ago, was the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world in terms of trading volume. Founded in 2017, and they're based in the Cayman Islands. Is that Mahé? Seychelles. Sorry, my geography on those places isn't so great. I don't know if that's 3 different places or if they're all in the Seychelles. You know what? Let me just look it up real quick. Anyway, I'm not going to waste my time. Let's just go straight into the Wikipedia. There you go. Cayman Islands domiciled cryptocurrency exchange. All right. Okay, so I'm assuming the Cayman Islands is in the Seychelles. Okay. There we go. There you go. Right, so that's a bit about Binance. Now, as we're saying, that's one of the problems that the UK is facing. Let's just switch off the screen share. Right, so as I said, that's one of the problems the UK is facing. And I think America's facing it, that same issue. And I think obviously if UK and America are facing that issue, then most of the Western world is facing that issue, where the money that used to go or used to stay in people's bank accounts, now not anymore. It's going off to companies like Binance and other exchanges like KuCoin, other exchanges like Who, other exchanges like OKX, other exchanges like Bittrex. And so the UK and America, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit because they've got all these regulations going on that restricts people from operating freely within the financial markets. That's why a lot of these companies set themselves up in places like the Seychelles, Cayman Islands, etc., where the financial regulations and laws are more relaxed. Yeah, and that's why they do it. So basically, because the UK and America have kind of got these such strict laws, people saying, okay, no problem, I'm taking my money over there. Yeah, and yeah, it's certainly working for them. Okay, right, so let's just move on a little bit. What is Coinbase? What is a blockchain and what are cryptocurrencies? Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, but I'll explain it a little bit. Yeah, right. Cryptocurrencies, most of you are going to know this stuff anyway, but for those of you who don't, here's a quick overview. Excuse me, it's quite hot over here today in Ghana. Right, cryptocurrencies are basically a form of digital currency. Now, we don't generally think of cryptocurrencies as being, we typically think of cryptocurrencies as being something totally new that's just come out of the blue with the advent of Bitcoin. That's not necessarily the case. In terms of the combination of digital currencies and something called cryptography. Cryptography is basically it's basically making data very, very hard to read for other people other than those who are authorized to read it. Yeah. And cryptocurrencies basically work in the same way. I need to be able to send something to you without it being intercepted. And that's where the cryptography comes into play. So basically, cryptocurrencies are, the simple way to look at it is cryptocurrencies are just digital money, nice and simple, digital money. And the simple way I've chosen to kind of view them is over the last few years, I use my Visa card a lot. I'm not really one of these people that no longer uses cash. I like the feel of like lots of, like loads of paper money in my pocket. Yeah, that's me. I like, jangling the coins in my pocket. However, the way society is going is, yeah, they say it's pretty dangerous nowadays walking around with loads of cash. So obviously things have gone digital. Now, the digital world has been working very, very well, but it's the banks that are actually experiencing the major problems with digital currencies because, again, I don't know everything about it, but it's basically to do with the transaction times, the amount of time that funds take to get from one place to another place. That, as far as I'm aware, it's actually a problem for the banks and the large financial institutions, because I think one of the reasons for that is I think they actually lose money or have to spend more money on those transactions because of the amount of time they take. And what some of the cryptocurrencies have now done is they've greatly reduced those transaction times. I'll just put the names of a few of the cryptocurrencies if you want to research them that have cut down on transaction times. EOS, XRP, Ooh, I think TRX is also one of the ones as well. Yeah. Um, so that's one of the reasons why cryptocurrencies have become so popular because of transaction costs. Also, cryptocurrencies cut out you having to go to Western Union or having to go to your bank to send money. Um, and why would you want to do that? Because of the transaction costs. When you want to send money from your account to, let's say, someone overseas, um, quite often you're going to pay bank charges. If you want to send using services, international financial services such as World Remit, or what's another one? World Remit, Western Union, or MoneyGram, any service like that, you end up paying quite a lot of money. The more you send, the more you pay. And as far as I'm aware, the transaction times for us regular people, it's not a problem. A few hours, maybe a day or so, but for the banks, it's a major problem. Yeah, but again, it's good for us, the everyday people, because nowadays I don't need to send my money via a bank or via Western Union. I just send it straight to your crypto wallet. I can send it straight to your XRP wallet, straight to your Bitcoin wallet. Just so you're aware, every single cryptocurrency that you own, it's got you have what's called a wallet. It's just a digital wallet. It's just like a virtual wallet. You've got the full ownership of it. However, something you got to be quite careful of. You've got full ownership of it, but it's got, just like your account, your normal bank account, that is, it's got an address, but actually it's got two addresses. It's got an address that you receive funds into, and it's also got an address that you, hold on, an address that you send funds into. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that for now. We'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, we'll just say it's got an address that you send funds into. I'm pretty sure there's another address as well, but we're not going to get into the technicalities of it all. We're just going to talk about the address that you receive money into. So providing I've got, if I need to send you any money, you just give me your cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, XRP, TRX, Ethereum. You just give me your address and I send that money straight to your address. No middleman. I just send it straight to you. You've now got it. You can either take it and spend it, or you can take it, exchange it for another cryptocurrency. It's yours, do what you like. Main point is there was no middleman. We didn't have to go through a third party to authorize or verify the transaction. In actuality, the verification takes place on the network. Yeah, another story altogether. Okay, so that's a quick overview of what cryptocurrencies are. Just imagine them as digital currencies that are in time, and we're talking not a long period of time, over the coming few years. I don't know. I'm not a big time expert on this, but I can quite safely say, according to what some of the banks are saying, the paper money that we use today will probably be out of circulation within the next 10 years. I've heard it could be the next 5 years, but I'm going to play it safe because I'm talking to a group of people who I need to be as accurate as possible. So I'm going to say within the next 10 years, we are likely to see no more paper money. That may differ depending on which country you live in. Obviously some of the other countries outside of the UK and America and Europe, they do things at a slower pace. So that's what we're talking about. Around about 10 years or so, no more paper money. It'll all be digital cash. So if you just look at your cryptocurrencies as being a form of digital cash, that's the easiest way to look at it. Yeah. Okay. So what's all this talk about Coinbase? Right. Coinbase is possibly one of the largest exchanges in the world. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at what Coinbase does in terms of being an exchange. Right, I'm just going to bring up the screen. Let's do another screen share. Okay, here we go. Right, there we go. Right, let's have a look at what Coinbase is. Right, so what is Coinbase? Okay, as we said, As it says here, Coinbase is the easiest place to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. Yeah, that basically defines what an exchange is. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency. Nice and simple. That's exactly what it is. A place where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency. Excuse me. A word they've missed out there though is exchange. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at some of the cryptocurrencies that they basically have. Oh, look, it's giving you the pricing. That's the pricing. It says GHS because that's the price in Ghanaian CDs. Yeah, it's noticed where I am. The website has detected where I am, and it's giving you the price for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin in Ghanaian CDs. Right now, so as it said, I can buy, sell, but what I can also do on Coinbase is I can exchange. I can buy some Bitcoin, and let's say you need me to send you some Ethereum. Well, okay, I can, if I've already got some Bitcoin, I can, log into my account, exchange it for some Ethereum, and then send you the Ethereum. Yeah, and that's why companies like Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, etc., they're basically classified as cryptocurrency exchanges. Yeah. Okay. So again, this isn't really about all the stuff about Coinbase. It's more about how to open a profitable Coinbase account. So let's just crack on with that now. Right. But you yourself, when you're ready, you can go into this part here on the Coinbase website, and you can learn all about the company. Yeah. So when you're ready, you can do that. Look at that. How many users they've got? 56 million users. That's how much they trade. 335 billion they trade per quarter. They basically hold in 223 billion of people's money, or as they say, assets on the platform. Yeah. Right. So here's what you need to do to get started. Right. So you go to coinbase.com and you click on get started. I will probably post my link at some point into the chat. Not too bothered about it right now, but that's what you can do. And you have to enter your name, email address, and create a password. I don't actually want to go through the entire process, but I'll make a start. Right, I'm just going to make up some details. Yeah. I'm a bit worried about doing this because one of the things it's going to do is going to send me an email to an email account. When you put your information into this box, yeah, when you could go to create your account, you must 100%, you must put in truthful information. And I'll try and sign into my own account. I'm just on my other computer at the moment. I'm going to try and sign into my own account. Or one of my accounts, so you can see exactly how it looks on the inside. Just bear with me. Right, I'm just getting my password so I can type it in. Right, do you bear with me a moment or so? Okay, nearly there. Just doing it on my other computer. Right. Okay, so that's what you need to do, yeah? I don't really want to go through the process of opening an account, yeah? Again, I tell you what, if you need help opening your account, here's my email. Let's just stop the screen share for a minute. If you do need assistance, yeah, you can email me. It's in the chat, yeah? You can email me, cliffordjwilliams@yahoo.co.uk, right? And I'll touch base with me and get in contact, and we'll go through the process together if you need that assistance. It's not something I want to do right now for the simple reason being there's parts of it that you yourself need to do, and I've already done mine. For example, there's a part where you need to submit your passport or your driver's license, some type of photographic ID. You have to do that to open a Coinbase account. They will not allow you to open a Coinbase account without you doing that. Simple as that. Okay, right. And I don't really want to go through that myself because I've done mine already. So I will leave that to you to do. Yeah, just share the screen again. Here we go. There we go. Right. So yeah, as I said, you create your Coinbase account, right? It's pretty easy, fairly straightforward. First name, last name, email, and make sure it's an email address that you actually have access to and you do monitor. Yeah. Create a password. Yeah. And then obviously tick the box and create your account. It will then take you through what's called a KYC process, which is basically know your customer. Yeah. So nowadays, because they are a regulated organization, they have to make sure that they have got your correct information, and also they need to be part of, they need to be seen to be ensuring that they are not allowing money laundering. There we go. Let's have a look at that ID verification. Yeah, there's okay. We're not going to, like I said, I'm not going to go through all of that right now, but you have to do it, yeah, in order to use Coinbase's platform. It's a must. It was straightforward. It was fairly straightforward for me, so I guess it would be pretty straightforward for everybody else. But as I said, if you really do need to get help with it, just send me an email to Clifford J. I missed out a D. Your own name there. Glasses back on. Right, Clifford J. Williams at yahoo.co.uk, and I will help you. Putting in my password. I think I'm going to do. It's going to ask me. Yeah, it's sending a text message to my phone. Hopefully, everybody. Right. You'll notice a brief pause in the video. Reason being, I wasn't sharing my screen. My screen stopped sharing, whatever, and I've had to kind of restart the video from this point here. Okay, so let's just make sure my screen is being shared this time, and now it is. Okay, so we're talking about how to get your Coinbase account set up in a profitable way. Right, now, I've logged into my Coinbase account, and let me just make sure the screen is being shared. Yes, it is. Believe it or not, this is the third time I'm doing this, yeah, so hopefully I'll get all the bits mentioned. Right, so we've already covered you guys creating your Coinbase accounts. So what we're doing now is showing you how to set the account up so it works in the most profitable way for yourselves. Right, Coinbase, as we said, is one of the most popular cryptocurrency or crypto token exchanges in the world. Yeah. Now, why do I suggest or use for myself this strategy? Let's go straight into it. Coinbase, unlike the other cryptocurrency exchanges. Oh, I need to sign in again. Just bear with me. Right, hopefully this is the problem I had before. So let's just sign me up because I walked away from my computer. I'm just waiting for a code to come through so I can log back into it again. Hey, this time the code came through straight away. So I'm just going to put the code in. Bear with me. Need my glasses for this. Okay. Lovely. Okay, so I'm back into my account now. Right, let's just make sure the screen is still being shared. Yes, it is. Okay, so as we've said, or as I just said, Coinbase only has 57 cryptocurrencies on its exchange. Yeah, I'm just quickly scrolling through the list so you can see them. Right, there we have them, 57 of them. Yeah, they've all got nice kind of colorful names that, you know, relate somewhat to what they're about. What you can do is you can click on any of them once you're logged into your Coinbase account and select overview, and it will show you information such as its current price, how it's performed over the past 24 hours, how it's performed over the past week, how it's performed over the past month, how it's performed over the past year, how it's performed all over all the time since Coinbase has had this particular cryptocurrency on its exchange. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine if you bought Bitcoin back in August of 2014. It looks like, no, 2013. You would have been buying it for £78. Let's have a look at August 2014. You'd have been buying it around about £298. Obviously, this is what it's at today. Yeah, £27,000. Okay. Right. So here's what we yeah. So just so you can get a bit more information on any of the cryptocurrencies on Coinbase Exchange, you click on Overview, and then you can scroll down, and it will give you little snippets of information about what all these numbers and things mean. Yeah, volume, such as market cap. Not too interested in this one, such as its circulating supply. Yeah. Also down here, it tells you a bit about what the cryptocurrency is actually about. Just turn my phone off. Right now, additionally, it will give you some external resources that you can click on and find out more about the actual cryptocurrency as well. This is good to do so you can learn about what the actual cryptocurrency is and what it does. Like here, for example, now we're on bitcoin.org. It will tell you what is Bitcoin. No doubt that's like a little video that will play. I'm not going to play it now, but you can do that as and when you're ready. Yeah. Okay. So jumping back to the Bitcoin description on Coinbase, and then you've got some stories that are related to, or articles that are related to various cryptocurrency events or things that are going on in the cryptocurrency world. Right now, how do we make our Coinbase account profitable? Here's how. As we said, Coinbase, unlike the other cryptocurrency exchanges, only has 57 cryptocurrencies on it that it lists as it says, tradable assets. Yeah. If I switch this to all assets, wow, the list grows a lot. Yeah. I don't know exactly how many are visible on Coinbase, but I'll say hundreds. Yeah. The other cryptocurrency exchanges, they have thousands. I don't know exactly how many Coinbase has, but we can safely say hundreds, because here we can see over a couple of hundred, right? But we're not interested in those ones that are visible on Coinbase, but not tradable. We're only interested in the tradable assets. Now, as you can see, it's currently set to 24H, which is 24 hours. You can look at the 1 hour chart, the 1 hour list, the 24-hour list, the 1 week list, the 1 month list. We're interested in this one, the 1Y, the 1 year. Yeah, how the cryptocurrencies have performed over the past year. And as we can see, 257%, 929%, minus 10%, up 1,000%, up, down, up. There's a lot of increase over these various cryptocurrencies. That's gone down a lot. We'll explain that in a little while. But the majority of them have all gone up. Now let's just do a little change by clicking on the word change. Just clicking on it once, and what that does, it sorts all of the cryptocurrencies that are tradable or available on the Coinbase platform. It sorts them into how well they've performed as an increase as a percentage over the past the past 1 year. Now, when we look at it, it's a lot more impressive. This is why I like this strategy. This is one of the strategies I use personally. None of us know how unless you're a very good trader who's able to utilize things like strategies such as fundamental analysis and technical analysis and sentimental analysis. Unless you know about those things, you understand those things, and you're able to use those strategies. For me, this is the safest strategy that I've found, and it doesn't involve trading over a few days period. It doesn't involve trading over a few months period. It doesn't. For me, what it does involve is buying these cryptocurrencies and holding them for maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 years, maybe even longer, depending on what your intention is. I'm just going to cover these bottom ones real quick. We are going to buy all of the cryptocurrencies. Yeah, there's 57 cryptocurrencies on there, and we're going to buy all of them. You may be thinking, how am I going to afford to buy cryptocurrencies based on £27,000? Yeah, you're not. What you're going to do is you're going to buy £1 worth. That's what you're going to buy, £1 worth of each one. Simple as that. And we're not going to buy USD coin. We're not going to buy DAI. We're not going to buy USDT. Why not? Because these three are tied to the US dollar. Just checking to make sure it's still recording correctly. Yes, it is. Right, we're not buying these three, USDC, DAI, or USDT, because they're tied to the dollar. And as we can see, the dollar has fallen 10% over the past 12 months. We're not buying these three. Yeah, these three have their own uses, but we're not really interested in those uses today. But in terms of what we're doing, we're not buying them because we want the cryptocurrencies that are going up in value. Yeah, which is basically all of these, which is, as we can see, there's 52 that are going up in value. I am going to add these two to the list. Yes, we're going to be buying 54. Why would I be interested in buying a cryptocurrency that's gone down 59%? Or a cryptocurrency that's gone down 96% over the past year? Okay, here's the reason why I still buy these. Remember, I'm spending £1. Yeah, that's what you're spending, £1 on each one. Yeah. Now, these two have only recently been added to the Coinbase platform. Right, quick bit of history for you. And history and what's current. Switch view for a moment. No, I'm not going to switch view because that's how I got in trouble a little while ago. Right, so let me explain about what's going on in the world at the moment. There are obviously 7 billion, 8 billion, whatever it is, billions of people on this planet. Only 10%, according to the numbers, the current numbers, is only about 10% of the world's population invested in cryptocurrencies. That means that the other 90%, sooner or later, depending on how soon the governments get rid of fiat currency, that's paper money and coins, everybody is going to have to hold some form of digital or cryptocurrency, everybody. So that means 90% of this planet's population, which is in the billions, is going to have to buy or hold these various cryptocurrencies. Now, because Coinbase is such a famous and trusted cryptocurrency exchange, a lot of people, especially in Europe, especially in America, especially in the UK, they're going to use Coinbase. Now, think about this. If you already hold, if you, as one of those 10%, hold all of the cryptocurrencies on Coinbase, and thousands, if not millions of people have to come to Coinbase after you and buy their cryptocurrencies from here, guess what that does to your cryptocurrency? It drives it up in value. That's exactly what happens. Yeah, and let's just take a quick look. And that's exactly what's happened to Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies. What's made them go up is quite simply people buying them. What's made them go down is people selling them. However, just a quick a quick note for you. Whenever stocks, shares, or I can't say the same about foreign exchange, but especially stocks and shares and cryptocurrencies, whenever they reach an all-time high, people will sell them off to make a profit. So every time there's a new all-time high, it will go down. That's normal, that's expected. And what follows? Eventually what follows is a new all-time high. Let's look at Bitcoin for a moment. March 2018, Bitcoin got to an all-time high. And it then didn't reach another all-time high until January 2021, that looks like. Well, actually, no, it reached a new all-time high around about November. Let's just try and be exact. Yeah, I think we can say around about November 2020. Yeah, so that's a good, what, let's say maybe 2.5 years. This is why I say this strategy that I'm showing you involves holding your cryptocurrency for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Yeah. And you're not putting loads and loads of money into this. The strategy I'm showing you now, you can start with as little as 60, that's 60 pounds. Yeah. So back onto this all-time high thing, as you can see, it's gone from 29,000 and it dropped down to 22,000. Then it's hit a new all-time high of 43,000, dropped down to 39,000. Another all-time high of 47,000, bam, dropped all the way down to 26,000. People that are experienced in these various markets, whether it's cryptocurrency, foreign exchange, or stocks and shares, what they tend to do is buy when the market drops because they're getting it cheaper. And then what happens is they're buying and it drives the value back up again. We're yet to see that with Bitcoin recently, but what we can see is it's gone down from 42,000, dropped all the way down to 20,000, and then it's gone back up to 27,000. Now, bear in mind, that recovery has taken, that's from May the 19th this year. Look, we're looking at the 1 month view, and the recovery of £7,000 has only taken, what, 3 weeks approximately? Yeah. But obviously, it's got a long way to go before it reaches its previous all-time high, 42,000. Yeah. Actually, I think it was a bit more than that. I think it was actually about 40. There we go, 47,000. It's got a long way to go, but my thought is it's going to get there. And there's a lot of industry analysts that are way more experienced in this than I am, and they agree to it's going to surpass this number by quite a lot during this year. Anyway, so let's proceed with what we're going to do, what we're doing. Right, so as I said, there are 57 cryptocurrencies available on Coinbase. You're not interested in the 3 we mentioned, which was, let's just switch it so you can see it easier. We're not interested in USDC, USDT, or DAI because they're connected to the dollar, which is falling in value. Yeah. So what you are going to do is you're going to buy all of the other ones for a minimum of £1. Yeah. Okay. So here's how you do it. Once you've opened your account and your account has been authorized and verified by Coinbase, you then use this option here, buy or buy and sell. We're just doing a buy for now. Yeah. So what I suggest is, as I said, a minimum of £60. Yeah. And then you're going to buy Bitcoin. You're going to spend £60 on Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. You're not going to buy each of those cryptocurrencies for £1. You're not going to do that. You're just going to make the one purchase of Bitcoin for £60. That's your £60 spent. They take, and here's why you don't buy each of them, because Coinbase takes a fee each time you make a purchase. So we're going to end up with about £57. Yeah. I don't need to do a buy now because I've already got some Bitcoin with which to show you this example. So we've bought our £60 worth of crypto or of Bitcoin, also known as BTC, and we've ended up with £57 worth. Okay. What we then do, let's just switch to our portfolio and have a look at our Bitcoin. So then eventually you'll see it come into your account and you'll see your Bitcoin sitting there. Obviously, I've got a little bit more than £60, but you'll have at least £57 in there or around that figure. Here's what you do next. You're not buying anymore. You've bought £60 worth. That's all you're going to spend for now. Yeah. If you spend anything over and above that, that's entirely your decision. I'm just showing you how to get started. Yeah. So we switch to overview. And then we click on this button here, convert. Remember, you've now got £57 worth, or approximately £57 worth of crypto with which to buy your 54 different cryptos at least £1 each. Yeah. Sorry, not buy them. You're going to convert them. And here's why. So we're converting our Bitcoin. And as I said, we're going to convert them into each of these 54 different. We're going to convert the £60, £57 into each of these 54 different cryptos. £1. Take the top one from the list, Ethereum, also known as ETH. Yeah. Click on it. Don't click convert all. Well, you can convert all because you only got, no, do not click convert all, because that will convert all of your £60 into Ethereum. At least I think so. Anyway, don't use the convert all feature. Yeah. Preview convert. And as you can see, there's no fee. Hey, that rhymed. As you can see, there's no fee. It's free. Okay. And then we do a convert now. Nice and simple. Nothing complicated. And it's converted it free of charge. And then it will show us the transaction. Yeah. Nice and simple. Okay. Even though we converted £1, because the price of cryptocurrencies is constantly fluctuating, we've only received 98 pence, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. The next thing we do, same again. Convert £1. What's the next one on the list? Litecoin. Let's select Litecoin. You may have to click it once or twice. Preview the conversion. Same again. No fee. Yeah. Convert now. This is being done for free. So your £60, which is now 57, which turned it after the fee, Coinbase fee became £57. You're now just going, make sure it's on convert. You're going through that list and just ensuring you've got £1 worth minimum, depending on how much you want to put into your account. Some people may have more to spend. They may want to put in 100, 200, 300, thousands. Entirely to your choice. I'm just showing you how to get started, and I'm making this as accessible as possible for everybody by starting with £60, which becomes 57 approximately, and then you can buy all 54 at £1 each. Yeah, not buy, convert them all into, convert your Bitcoin into every single one of these cryptos at £1 each. There we go. We've now got BCH, which is also called Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, done. Okay, next, remember to switch back to overview, back to convert, put our £1 in, or whatever fee, whatever amount you want to do, but make sure that whatever amount of money you have in total, you use it to buy all 54 of those cryptocurrencies. Yeah. Next one, EOS. Preview the conversion. Yet again, no fee. Convert now. So by the time you finished, you're going to own all 54 of the profitable cryptocurrencies on Coinbase. It really is as simple as that. This is why I say it's a profitable strategy. It's a profitable way to set up your Coinbase account. Just a quick recap on the potential that we're looking at over the coming year, or coming 2 years, or 3 years, or 4 years, or up to 10 years. Yeah, these are the kind of numbers we're looking at. This is just for the past year's performance. And none of us know how well each of these, or any one of these, how well each one is going to perform over the coming year. So what my thinking is, okay, buy all of them. Really, out of all of those cryptocurrencies, like I said, as we've said, these are tied to the dollar. So they're going to do what the dollar does. But what we do know is out of those 54, 57, or let's say 54, only 2 have not performed to any profit. And as I said earlier as well, these 2 have only just been added recently in the last 2-3 months to the Coinbase platform. So we can, my thinking again, is I do expect these to turn around and perform much better. Yeah? Okay. Right, so that is basically the strategy. Put £60, use this button, buy £60 worth of Bitcoin, and use the convert feature to convert your Bitcoin into every single one of those 54 cryptocurrencies on the Coinbase platform, doing it at a minimum of £1 each. You may find some of them might say, no, £1's not enough, do £2. That's why it's good to have a little bit over. If you can do £63, £64, or whatever you can do, do it. If you haven't got £60, do it with a tenner. But do bear in mind, you're spending more on the purchase fee in the first place. So that's why it's probably best to wait until you've got around about £60. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically the strategy. Okay. Now, quick couple of things about Coinbase. That's very important. Is Coinbase gives out free cryptocurrency. I'm going to be quite quick now when I go through this, because we've been on this for quite a long time. It was only meant to be an hour. Right, so all you do, click on a little gift symbol, also called Earn Rewards, and go through and look at the different options that it's got. You don't need to worry about these 2 for now, but if you can do that, set up a recurring purchase for cryptocurrency, good idea to do it. Invite your friends, that's your choice. But you do earn for both of those activities. Yeah. But here's how you can earn cryptocurrency for free: by watching videos. Coinbase will pay you to watch a few videos. Simple as that. You watch about 3 or 4 1-minute videos, and then you might have to answer a question. So do actually pay attention to these 1-minute videos, yeah? Because you might get asked a question at the end of it. Okay. And once you've done that, you will get paid. It may take a little while to come through, and make sure you have passed your KYC and your account has been verified before you do that. Otherwise, it may not come through. So that's how another way you can earn some cryptocurrencies for free from Coinbase, just by watching a few videos. Okay. Final thing I'll show you is, if you click, once your account is fully set up, verified, you passed your KYC and all that, know your customer, that's what KYC stands for, in case I didn't mention it previously. They have to go through that, so they make sure that none of their customers that they take on are involved in anything illegal. So that's why you have to send in, or you scan using this platform or your mobile phone. You have to scan one of your ID, whether it's your passport or your driver's license or some other kind of photographic ID. So once you've done all that, click on your name, go into settings. Oh, by the way, if your account is showing in dollars, you go into settings, preferences, and you change it to whatever currency you want it to be. Okay. Obviously, I've got mine set to GBP, easier for me to understand. Right, another little thing you can do is in financial services, there's these 4 cryptos here. If you switch all these on, providing you hold or have some of these cryptos, you will receive a little bit of interest for each of those cryptos. Yeah. And here you can see mine. It's not a great deal. I think I've had these for about 3 months, and that's what it's paid me. And I did a calculation, and I've got approximately £100 worth of Tezos, Algorand, and Cosmos, as we can see in my portfolio. Cosmos, £46, Algorand, 39. What's that? Call it 85 approximately, and Tezos, 18. Just over £100 worth. So for 3 months, £100 worth has earned me £1.52, and that's in about 3 months. So if we were to multiply that by 4 to get a year's worth, £6. So we're talking around about 6% off of my interest kind of on my cryptos. The reason I don't hold the DAI is because, just reset that, is because as we said, it's tied to the dollar. Now, if the dollar's dropping 10% a year, to me, what is the point of holding something that's giving me 2% while I'm losing out, or the overall value is dropping 10%? That doesn't really make sense. Okay. Right. I'm going to stop the screen share at that point. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know if I've done. I've typed a few things in on the chat. I don't know, because the first time I'm using this platform, I don't know if the chat's going to appear when you watch this replay, which I have to hurry up and get uploaded to make sure you've actually got something to watch. As a backup, if anything goes wrong, I'll do the webinar live. But I think that's about it for now. Okay. Hopefully you've learned something very beneficial. And if you have any questions, please email me. I'm going to put my email address in once more in the chat. So you're welcome to email me if you need any further information. All right. Well, hopefully you've all enjoyed the webinar, and hopefully you've learned and something good today. And additionally, hopefully your Coinbase account will grow and it will be profitable. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. And until next time, have a great evening. Bye-bye.